Hey you guys, my name is Roman, and in this tutorial I'll be showing you how to speed up the loading time for your deployed web page. In my case, I'm speeding up my full stack application open here in VS Code, but this fix should work fine for just about any page deployed with Heroku. So first I'm going to demonstrate how long it takes to load before we implement our fix. I'm going to open the terminal and type in Heroku open. I have a stopwatch open here so we can keep track of the time. Now I'm going to press enter and start the timer. It took 38 seconds to boot up the first time. It's probably a lot faster for you since I'm still using a hard disk drive. We'll keep track of this to compare with our much faster time later on. If you're curious as to why your web page is slow to begin with, it actually has nothing to do with your code. So check this out. The way Heroku works is with these things called Dynos. If you're using the free tier account like me, you get 550 Dyno hours per month, or 1,000 if you have a verified account. In order to conserve your Dyno hours before the month is up, what Heroku does is turn them off after a certain amount of inactivity. That is, when your page isn't running. So after, 30 minutes of inactivity, your dynos need to be reactivated, which might take a while. You can think of it as running a game on Steam. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when I run a game on Steam for the first time, it takes much longer than the second or third time I boot it up again. Same logic here. So solving our problem is as straightforward as keeping these dynos from deactivating, which is quite simple to do. Now the first thing you want to do is go to your browser and search up Hetrixtools.com. I'll put the link in the description. Go to Uptime Monitor, view our pricing plans, and sign up for the free tier. I already did it, as you can see, but once you finish with that, go to Dashboard, click on your account name, and go to Contact Lists. So the way Hetrixtools is able to keep our Heroku dynos from deactivating is through Uptime Monitors. If you go up here to Tools, you'll see that as an option. We'll get to this later. These in a sense are like bots, which constantly check up on our dynos in time intervals to keep them from shutting down. I believe the interval is like 1 minute, so they're pretty active at all times. But before we add an Uptime Monitor for our webpage, we need to first create a contact list. You should already have one here by default. Make sure you delete that. And after that, come up here to add new contact list. Name it test list for now. You can always change it later. And all this other stuff, you could just leave it blank. What you want to do is come down to webhook and just paste in the URL for your web page. Do that right now. Now just click on add and click on the star to make it your default contact list. And now we can move on to creating the monitor itself. So go to Tools, Uptime Monitors, and you're going to get this pop-up. Put Website Monitor and just name it Test Monitor for now. Then for the website link, just paste in the URL again. And all this other stuff you could leave empty. Just make sure contact list is set to the one we just created. For the monitor from section, you need to select at least 4 regions. I'm not sure exactly if it even matters, but just select the ones closest to your area. Now I'm from the West Coast, so I'm going to put San Francisco, Dallas, New York, and Tokyo. Now add monitor. This might take a while to process, so I'll speed it up for you guys. And done. Just like that, we set up our Uptime Monitor. And over here where it says checked, that is how long ago our dynos were woken up. And once it reaches approximately 1 minute, it restarts every time. So 58, 59. yeah, it should restart after that. But yeah, there you go. And now it's time to test. So first of all, I made sure to wait at least 30 minutes before reopening our page. I already closed it, as you can see. Because 30 minutes, that is when as I mentioned earlier, when the Heroku Dynos deactivate. But that's not going to be our case since we have this Uptime Monitor activating it every minute. But I did it just to prove that these Uptime monitors actually work. On top of that, I resetted the server on VS Code. If you recall, it took us 38 seconds to run our page the first time when we didn't use Hetrixtools. Now I'm about to run it again, this time with the Uptime Monitor, and use the timer once more. Let me get it real quick. First of all, Heroku open. There you go. Our first time was 38 seconds, and now we were able to bring it down to just 3 seconds using our new Uptime Monitor. Another very important thing I feel is worth mentioning before I conclude this video is this. It's in the official Hetrixtools docs, and it states that as of June 19, 2020, well, basically it's saying that users are required to log into their accounts at least once every 90 days. Otherwise, your account will be deactivated. But the way I see it, instead of maybe seeing this as a downside, and I mean, it does make sense, to curb all the inactive users and all, you can see this as an opportunity and challenge yourself if you know Python and PyAuto GUI or other similar APIs, which you can use to make, for example, an automation script that logs you into the website every 90 days and automatically runs it using the task scheduler on Windows. I might have to try it out myself, actually. But anyways, just wanted to give you guys a heads up on that. Thank you guys for watching this tutorial. If I was able to help you, please make sure to like and subscribe for more great tutorials. Also, please let me know if you have any questions or even criticism if I failed to explain something correctly. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one.